Nicholas Pooran is just 29. He is one of West Indies' best T20 batter, but recently he took a decision that shocked fans worldwide. He retired from international cricket. Not because of injuries, not because he wasn't good enough, but because the system made it too hard to continue. And Pooran is not the only one. From West Indies to South Africa, from New Zealand to Afghanistan, players in their 20s and early 30s are walking away from the national jersey. Take Henry Klaasen for example, a power hitter from South Africa who chose franchise leagues over national duty. But why? Why are young stars calling time on their international careers so early? What's broken in international cricket? Let's talk about it. Naveen-ul-Haq, Quinton de Kock, Henry Klaasen, and now Nicholas Pooran. They all have something in common. They are some of the world's top cricketers who have quit international cricket in their prime. But you may wonder, why so many retiring so early? The answer might just expose the biggest imbalance in world cricket today. In one of my previous videos, I discussed the dilemma of money versus country. It's still relevant, if not even more so, and shouting more vigorously than ever before. When Naveen-ul-Haq turned his back on ODI cricket, or Pooran quit international cricket, they weren't just quitting a format. They were choosing between two different futures. On one hand, national duty, pride and history. On other, franchise cricket, shorter seasons, bigger paychecks and less burnout. For many players from countries like Afghanistan, West Indies or South Africa, where cricket boards are not as financially stronger as the big three, the choice becomes quite obvious. Representing the country means playing for passion, and when you have got a family to feed, passion alone doesn't pay the bills. Franchise league offers something international cricket often can't: stability. You know your schedule. And if we go back to the example of Nicholas Pooran, he would earn roughly $1 million for a single IPL season. Compare that to what he might earn from playing an entire year of international cricket for West Indies. Roughly $150,000, including match fees and a central contract. And remember, he doesn't play Test cricket. And Pooran is not alone. South Africa's Henry Klaasen made a whopping $2.7 million in this year's IPL. Trent Boult are around $1.5 million. Even Rashid Khan make over $2.1 million through this year's IPL contract. For a player from a non-Big Three nation, franchise cricket can pay 5 to 10 times more than the national board. And with fewer matches, more rest and more predictability, it's hard to say no. Because let's get one thing straight. Not every player earns like Virat Kohli or Ben Stokes. If you are from England, India or Australia, you are in the money. A single test match in India gives you $17,500 and for England, $20,000. Annual contract can reach up to $1 million. But in South Africa, a test match earns you $4,500 and in West Indies, $5,000. And in New Zealand, even top players often earn less than IPL bench warmers. And some Afghan players' financial future is often tied to unstable board or to leagues like the IPL, where Naveen, for example, made more in 6 weeks than he would have earned in 2 years playing for his country. So this isn't just about money, it's about survival, stability and being valued for your craft. It's about predictability. But the financial gap is only part of the story. Even for those who stay, the grind is relentless. When you sign with the franchisee, you know your salary, you know your match schedule. With national teams, especially in financially weaker boards, unpredictable selection and lack of infrastructure are everyday realities. International cricket is packed. Players are expected to jump from Test to ODI to T20, often within the same tour. Add franchisee commitments on top of that, and the calendar becomes insane. Franchise leagues offer controlled chaos, a fixed number of games, specific formats, and no long travels. Players like Quinton de Kock and Trent Boult have openly cited burnout as one reason they stepped back. When playing 250 plus days a year, something has to give. And for many, it's the long format or international cricket altogether. Even Darren Sammy, head coach of West Indies, told the media that he was not surprised by Pooran's decision. He said he's pretty sure more will follow in that direction. That's the way T20 cricket is now, especially coming from the West Indies. With the challenges that we face trying to keep ourselves and players motivated to play for the crest. Let's not ignore the elephant in the room: weak administration. Whether it's West Indies, South Africa or Afghanistan, internal politics, poor contracts and financial mismanagement have pushed players away. Naveen once said that Afghanistan cricket is run by people who don't care about players' mental health. In the West Indies, legends like Darren Sammy have publicly blasted the board for disrespect and broken promises. If boards don't respect their talent, someone else will. And franchises, they are always watching and are ready to pay. So what's next? We might see a future where top players only play for clubs and not countries. Much like football, international cricket might become a second-tier event, all limited to ICC tournaments only. Is that what we want? Can the passion of the World Cup or the pride of a Test debut survive if it doesn't pay enough to keep players interested? Or is this the new normal, where skill, opportunity and economics collide, and the jersey you wear depends on who signs the bigger check? I'm not against franchisee cricket, but if international cricket wants to survive, it needs more than nostalgia. It needs reform, respect and real rewards, especially the weaker boards.